Hey, Pastor Kevin from Chanute Church of the Nazarene. This video is for all of our ministry leaders. So if you're serving in leadership within the church, then this video is just for you. If you don't go to our church and you serve in some type of leadership at another church, then let me tell you, this video is probably for you too. What comes to mind when you think of the word leader? Maybe when you think of the word leader, maybe like a great president comes to mind, like George Washington, or a great president, maybe like a great NBA basketball coach or a great Major League Baseball coach. You think, man, they were just a really, really great leader. Maybe it was a president or a CEO of a company that comes to mind, like, man, they were a great leader. And you might think about these leaders and like what makes them good leaders. You know, what attributes or qualities did they have to make them a good leader? What makes a church leader a good leader? Like, how do you become a good ministry church leader? Let me tell you, I by no means am an expert on church leadership. I'm a work in progress, and I'm growing, and the Lord has been showing me some things. But I was talking to someone earlier in the week, and we were talking about, man, what makes a church leader a good church leader? Like, what principles or what methods make a good church leader? Good church ministry leader. And so we've kind of developed 5 ministry church leadership principles. So basically 5 principles that make a good church leader. So here we go. 5 principles that make a good church leader. The first principle is this: living with vision. Let me tell you, Proverbs says that without vision, the people perish. And if you're serving in ministry, in a leadership position in ministry, man, you've got to develop vision for that ministry. You have to know where you're going in order to get there. You have to have vision, not only ministry vision, but you've also got to have personal vision. Like how do you think God is going to use you in this ministry? So the first principle is living with vision. Develop vision. And the easiest way to develop vision is to say, God, what's the vision that you have for my ministry? What's the vision, God, that you have for my personal life? And then write it down, and then commit the plans to the Lord. Commit the vision to the Lord. We had to do that here at the church. We're about to recast vision here at the church as well. And so we have to be a church that lives with vision. And so I want to challenge you, if you're a leader, to live with vision. The second principle is this: be an equipper. Equip God's people for works of service. Ephesians 4 lists some church leadership positions, and it says the purpose of these positions is not to do all the work and not to make sure that to rule with the dictatorship and to do all of this work, but the purpose of church leadership is to equip God's people for service. John Maxwell, I think says it this way. He says, a good leader makes more leaders, doesn't make more followers. So if you're serving in a church leadership position, develop more leaders, equip leaders in your ministry. We have a youth pastor here, Pastor Jeremiah. Some of you, and probably all of you, if you go to our church, you know Jeremiah. And Jeremiah is, man, really getting this principle down and equipping God's people for works of service. So equip God's people. Don't do all the work. Equip God's people to do the work. You know, that's our call. We all play a role in this together, not just the leader. So be an equipper. So live with vision. Equip God's people for service. The third principle is this: living with prayer. Man, we've developed a term here at the church, and the term is simply this: praying our guts out. We've got to pray your guts out for the ministry that God has called you to. If you want to be a good leader, man, give the people that serve under you, give the ministry, surrender it to the Lord daily in prayer. Go to the Lord every day and say, God, I give you this ministry. Pray your guts out for your ministry. Pray your guts out that the ministry that God has called you to will be effective and will hold value in God's kingdom. So pray. The fourth principle is this: personal growth. Make sure that you're growing as a leader. Maxwell also talks about kind of the leadership lid principle, saying that if you're the leader and your spiritual maturity level is here, then those under you will never grow past you. And so you got to make sure that you're continually growing, so those under you are continually growing too. And how do you grow? Man, get into the Word, read some books, some development books, some scripturally based books. Get involved in a small group that's outside of your ministry. Have a mentor. Man, if you don't have a mentor, you should have one. I have a mentor. I had to call him earlier this week and say, hey, I have a situation and I need some wisdom in this situation. I mean, if you really want to grow, read the book of Proverbs. I'm going through the Proverbs right now, and man, I feel like I'm just getting smarter, like I'm growing as I read the Proverbs. And maybe a way that you can grow is develop a personal growth plan. Like I know I'm right here right now, but I want to be here in 6 months. And how do I get here? So develop a personal growth plan. And so living with vision, being an equipper, not a doer. It's okay to be a doer. Sometimes we want to equip. Praying your guts out for your people. Personal growth is number 4. Make sure that you're growing. And the 5th principle of leadership that makes a great church ministry leader that I'm finding, and the 5th one is one that's really just near and dear to my heart. Think about the greatest leader who ever walked the earth. Who would that be? Of course, it's Jesus, right? And what's the I think one of the most awesome principles that Jesus lived by, that Jesus led by, and that's the fact that he was humble. So the 5th principle of good church leadership, I think, is living a life of humility. And what's the definition of humility? And I think in part the definition is just considering those under you as better than yourself, pushing them ahead, serving those around you. My middle son Brady is over one of the prayer teams, one of the kids' prayer teams, I guess, here at the church, and he was telling me, he was saying, Dad, the people on the prayer team, they won't listen when I'm talking to them. And then I had another kid that came to me and complained and saying, Brady is so mean to us. And as the prayer leader. And I said, Brady, you don't lead by being a dictator. And he's like, what does that mean? I said, we don't lead by just ruling over people. That's not a good leader. You want to be a good leader, Brady, then serve those that are under you. Push them ahead of you. Be humble. Man, push them forward. Push them ahead. And so Brady started living this. And so now when I asked Brady, I said, Brady, how do you be a good leader? And he says, you got to serve. That's right, man. The principle of humility is just a Bible principle, and one that I think is lacking in a lot of our churches. I mean, Jesus lived an incredibly humble life, and he was the greatest leader. Why not follow his examples, the example that he set? So the 5 principles of great church leadership, I think, are this: living with vision, equipping God's people, praying your guts out, personal growth, and living a life of humility. Hey, listen, you are loved. Put these 5 principles into practice and watch what God does.